Well, if you have your home on the market, it can seem like you are stuck just waiting to make a move until your house is sold, but you don't have to wait.
No, you don't. Steve Currington with Currington Mortgage is here to talk about getting pre-qualified while selling your home. How's it going, sir?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Awesome.
Got a lot of hits of you singing Call Me Maybe last time you were on the show.
Yeah, did you?
If you haven't seen it, it's on our website of him singing Call Me Maybe in his car. It's brilliant.
It really is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty brilliant.
But enough
Maybe.
about
At
you
Call
and
Me
your
Baby.
YouTube silliness. Let's talk about finding the home and finding out what you qualify for the certain home that you want. I mean,
Right.
there could be a big gap there. What home do you want? What do you qualify for?
Yeah.
Sure, and a lot of people will list their house, and then they say, well, when we get our house sold, then we'll worry about all that. And what we're encouraging our customers to do is, when you list your house, you want to get a hold of a lender and start that pre-approval process. Even if it takes 2 or 3 or 4 months to sell your house, which it may, you want to know going in what you're going to qualify for when you sell that house, because you don't want to have unrealistic expectations of what you can buy.
Yeah, you don't want to look at a $400,000 house and realize, oh, I can't have that.
No, I can only have half that. So we want to make sure that, and some people are just, they want to wait, well, when I get a contract on my house, then I'll get pre-approved. And the last thing you want to do is be scrambling around for your loan pre-approval when you've got 30 days to sell your house and you have to find a house, and it can get
The
pretty...
moving equipment, I mean, everything that goes
Hectic.
into moving.
So we're just saying, hey, why not, doesn't hurt you. Get that started early. You'll find out what you qualify for. You'll make sure that all that paperwork stuff that your lender can get out of the way while your house is on the market, you can get done. And then when you do get your house sold,
before we talk about having your home and selling and getting a new one and that sort of timing thing, I also want to ask about when you pre-qualify. Let's say you pre-qualify for something that is a lot of money. I've known this. I've known a person that's done this, and you're like, should they spend all of that they pre-qualify for? A lot of times, probably not, right?
Right, and a lot of people don't. It's always a fun thing to do. How much would I qualify for if I wanted to? But most people have a predetermined number in their head of what they know they can afford on a monthly basis. So we'll tell them, look, I can tell you what you qualify for, but you might qualify for a $2,000 a month mortgage payment, and you're going to go, no, you're crazy. I don't want to pay more than $900.
Right.
So we'll let people know that just for their own, so they know, oh crap, I could buy a $4,000
Buy a mansion
if I wanted to.
But I'm not going to.
Exactly, and that really is the case. Most of the time, people are going to qualify for more house than they actually want. And we try to have our customers explain that to us, letting us know where they want their payment to be rather than what they qualify for at the max.
Totally. Now let's talk about that timing.
Yeah, that would be the hardest thing to me, is knowing when do I need to do this, this, and this.
Especially if you're already in a house, you want to sell it, you see another one, you pre-qualified. When do you do that whole transaction?
Well, there's a lot of jockeying that goes on when that happens, and there's in our business, there's many times where a seller's waiting on someone to buy their house before they can close on theirs, and it's just a domino effect. So if something messes up 5 transactions down the line, the best advice I can give someone is just make sure you have your stuff taken care of. Make sure you're not the one that anybody's waiting on. And then one thing that some people do is they prematurely do things like cutting off their electricity or killing the utilities and doing things like that, or maybe if you're in an apartment, you give your notice too early, that kind of stuff. So you just want to make sure it's not done till it's done. So when you get that confirmation that, hey, we're clear to close and everything's good, that's when maybe some decision time is made.
Sounds like you have to have a lot of patience.
Yes, a lot of patience and a lot of organization. Right now, I'm like, I would have to have a pen and a pad of paper, write down everything you need to do before you.
Yeah, and listen, we're asking for more stuff every day, and that's what people need to be patient with your lender, because you're going to have stuff that if you bought a house before that you're going to say, man, they've never asked me for this before. What's wrong? Well, this is our environment now, so we're asking for stuff now that we used to just check your heartbeat and say, here you go, there's your house.
Right.
Now we have to do other things like verify income. It's interesting how that works.
Well, what's cool also is that you definitely need to be organized as a homeowner or seller or buyer, but they help. And I know this for a fact. I know the people in your office are really, really organized.
Yeah, well, and you want a lender that's going to be proactive in getting the stuff up front versus I'm 4 days from closing and now maybe we need 17 items from you that we could have gotten
right
2 months ago. And then some of that still happens because underwriters require stuff that we're not expecting, but just planning for that ahead of time and understanding that when I'm going to go buy a new house, if I'm selling a house, there's a lot that has to go into that, so don't take it lightly. You might sell your house in 3 days and then go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now?
Yeah, so don't wait. That's what he's saying.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. reach Steve at Currington Mortgage by giving him a phone call at 918-394-5626. You can email him at steve@curringtonmortgage.com. You also might get some Steve Currington and breast spray whenever you go and visit. You can also log on to curringtonmortgage.com. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks.
Good to see you.